that you need.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to Studio Day Heffrey for Jeffrey Time. We're going to do a 4-round mock draft for the Cowboys today. So as you can see, I've tucked myself in the corner of my little screen here so that you guys can see what is happening as we're going to knock out a 4-round mock draft and try to save the Cowboys and get them back in the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to trade down today, I don't think. I'm just going to start this draft. We're going to go 4 rounds today, and we're going to take a peek at what it looks like as this thing rips through and we get going all the way down to number 17, and then we'll see who are the Cowboys going to have available and who are they going to pick. So, draft looks like this. Chase Young, Jedrick Wills. Obviously, Chase Young is not going to go number 1. It'll be a quarterback, I'm sure, but whatever. Chase Young, Jedrick Wills, Jeffrey Okudah, Mekhi Becton, Joe Burrow, Tua, Derek Brown, Tristan Wirfs, Isaiah Simmons, Andrew Thomas, Jerry Jeudy, Patrick Queen, Justin Herbert, Javon Kinlaw, CeeDee Lamb, K'Lavon Chaisson at 16, which takes us to number 17. And at number 17, we are going to look around at the available players. And here are the best players, at least according to the Draft Network. I have my own board that I'm going to be working off of here. So you find yourself in a spot where the Cowboys could pretty realistically find themselves, where Henry Ruggs is available from Alabama. A.J. Epinesa is the top edge available because Chase Young is gone. K'Lavon Chaisson is gone. We have C.J. Henderson and Christian Fulton at corner. We have our safety available in Xavier McKinney or Grant Delpit. Now, in this scenario, you could trade back, but in honor of yesterday's video where I told you I'm here to drop 40 burgers, I'm going to take Henry Ruggs III and move on with my day. So, Cowboys, congratulations. It's 40 burger season. It's time to drop all the 40 burgers. Cowboys, what up? Okay, now, let's go back. We'll take a peek at the old draft log here, and we'll see what happens and who we're losing. Let's see. Okay, we're back on the clock. And after we took Ruggs, Epinesa, Fulton, Henderson, of course, 3 guys that the Cowboys would probably consider in that spot go very quickly. Laviska Shenault to the Eagles, Gross Matos, Terrell Lewis, blah, 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 blah. There goes my guy Jalen Reagor, T. Higgins, which I don't care because I already took a receiver. What up? Okay, now, it is time to take defense because I know a lot of you are really mad at me right now. Why haven't you said it's all defense? We got to go. No, we're dropping 40 burgers. Oh, my God, look at Grant Delpit sitting on the board. Now, I'm not going to pick Grant Delpit because I don't buy it. I don't think he's going to be there at 51. I would say like 1% chance. So that's not realistic enough for me. But what I am going to do most likely is take Antoine Winfield. My guy measured today at the Combine. He's over 5'9". It's all good. Antoine Winfield's a baller. Strong safety, but also with some free safety skills. The dude makes tackles. The dude will intercept the ball. He's a smart player, just like his daddy. Antoine Winfield Jr. is a good choice here. But how do I sort this bad boy by position? You're not going to let me? No, I know there's a way. I know there's a way. Do I need to expand this thing? Let me see if I expand it. No. Okay. Well. Okay. Okay. I'm just clearly not smart enough because I know that you can sort by position because I did it last time that I did it. There it is. How about the position tab, idiot? All right. You guys want a quarterback? You going to take Eason or Fromm? You guys trying to get away from Dak Prescott? Huh? Anybody in on that? Edwards-Helaire, baller. Cam Akers, baller. Zach Moss, baller. Eno Benjamin, baller. Bunch of ballers there. Wide receiver, doesn't matter. Already picked one. Tight end, Hopkins, Kmet, Hunter Bryant. They're sleeping. They are sleeping on my guy Harrison Bryant. 160th ranked player. Jonah, Jordan. What are you guys doing over there at the Draft Network? Somebody talk some sense into your guys. Get my guy moved up about 100 spots. That's our tight ends available. Austin Jackson, if he were there, you could actually take him, but we're not going to do that right now because we do have to build up this defense. So let's look. Defensive tackle. We got Marlon Davidson on the board. Wouldn't be a terrible pick to play 3 technique. Had him out of position at Auburn, playing defensive end. Devon Hamilton, Leki Fotu, Jordan Elliott. Hey, once again, Jordan Jonah, talk to your people over there at the Draft Network and get my guy Jordan Elliott moved up about 80 spots. Thanks. We'll keep you guys in mind, though. Fotu and Elliott. I really like Benito Jones, except he ends up on the ground all the time, which is unfortunate. Okay, so that's our interior defensive lineman. We could also plug that in free agency. It's a really deep and good defensive tackle group available in free agency. Let's take a look at our edges. Weaver, okay. Uchi, okay. Taylor, okay. Anai, okay. I like, actually, all of those guys. We'll see what we're going to do there. Let me take a peek around, though. That's our edges. Our linebackers. Jordan Brooks, nice. I think I would have to take Akeem Davis-Gaither here, realistically, but you never know. Maybe I'm too high on the guy, and maybe I'll see if I can take him in the third round. Corners and safeties, what are we working with? We are working with A.J. Terrell, Clemson. We are working with Jalen Johnson, Utah. Bryce Hall, Virginia. Troy Pride, Notre Dame. I lost most of the guys I want at corner and at safety. Delpit, I don't buy it. Antoine Winfield, welcome to the Dallas Cowboys. Antoine Winfield Jr. is the guy. He's going to step in there and be a starter immediately next to Xavier Woods. So we got Henry Ruggs, and we got ourselves a starting safety, and we are rocking and rolling. 2 starters. Wait, I need to go over here. 2 starters already down. Now, let's get ourselves to the third round here and take a peek. Let's sort by all and see what they think is the best players left. Blah, 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 blah. Some cornerbacks here. You could go Troy Pride here. You could go Amik Robertson next round, kick Jordan Lewis out to outside corner and roll it that way. But let's take a peek. Once again, I'll look at the tight ends. Really, if he was there, I'd go to 50 burgers, and I'd probably take Harrison Bryant here. But let's take a peek what we can do on defense. Our interior, Fotu and Elliott. Do I do it? Leave it in the comments. Do I do it, or is this unrealistic? I think Jordan Elliott's going in the top 50, maybe top 51. I could have taken him at 51 over Antoine Winfield Jr. I could have done that, but I'm having fun. We got Henry Ruggs. We got Antoine Winfield. So we got our safety. We need a corner, and out of these guys, it's probably Bryce Hall or Troy Pride for me. Maybe we could get Pride in the 4th, and I could take my guy. I don't know. Maybe it's unrealistic, but Davis-Gaither's a baller. That dude's a baller. Are you guys worried enough about Van Der Esch to pop a linebacker if the value's right in the 3rd? Are you worried enough about that? I think Jordan Elliott and Davis-Gaither, those are my 2 best players available here, and they have them ranked at 115 and 150 or whatever. But what are their top available? Yeah, I just disagree. Come on, Jonah. Come on, Jordan. My buddy Jonah Tolles, Jordan Reed. Get these rankings together, okay? I'm trying to get a more realistic look at this thing, dang it. Let's see here. Edges. I do like Bradley and I could slap him in at right defensive end. I'm going to do it. I'm taking Bradley and I. Watch your tape on him. He's a pretty solid player there at Utah. Am I going to do that? Hold on. I forgot. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Bradley and I. Done. Boo, 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 boo. There you go. I got, at bare minimum, a rotational defensive end there. And maybe your starting right defensive end. Let's get this weed stuff worked out, though, you know? Let's get Randy Gregory on the field. Have him and an eye switching out there. That'd be nice. Okay, now let me see what we can do at corner. I got to get down and watch some of these guys. Maybe Dane Jackson. I got to get deeper in my cornerback study, but let me just see. Did I get my fatty here? Yeah, I got my big boy. Listen, Jordan Elliott will not be here, so I'm not going to pick him. That is unrealistic. But this one might be possible. Lecky Fotu at Utah, giant man. Maybe you get some upside and develop him as a pass rusher, but he is a hard dude to move. So, bam, Lecky Fotu to add to your defensive line. He's probably your starting nose tackle. So what have we done in this draft, which I can now eliminate? Well, we're finalizing our draft. One moment, please. My picks. Give me my picks. That is your draft class. Is there a way to squeeze that down? Whatever. That's your draft class, which I tell you what, if you ended up with that, man, you'd be happy. Don't pretend you wouldn't be happy. Henry Ruggs, Antoine, you got starting strong safety. Maybe your right defensive end. Maybe you're starting nose tackle from day one. You're dropping 40 burgers. You guys love it. And if you don't love it, don't talk to me. I don't like you. Okay, let me see here. Let me knock out a few questions. Remember to leave what you want to talk about the next day in the comments of the video on YouTube, Jeff Kavanaugh, or youtube.com/Jeff Kavanaugh. And I got a few that I can bang through here. Is there a defensive player in this draft? This is from Jimmy. Is there a defensive player in this draft that could have an impact on the defense overall, like a wide receiver in the first round could have on the offense? Sure there is. I think, to me, their names are Javon Kinlaw, maybe A.J. Epinesa, maybe Kaylavon Chason, and maybe some of those secondary guys. Maybe. Let me remove this real quick. Pow, get that out of there. Okay. Whew. I can shift back to the middle. I was feeling squeezed there. The biggest impact guys that you could get would be maybe if I could get Okudah to slide and go trade up for him. If I could get Javon Kinlaw. Those guys I think are instant impact. Assuming Kinlaw health. I can't get Derek Brown. I can't get Isaiah Simmons. I probably can't get Okudah. But that's why I keep drifting towards the wide receivers, because I think I'll have the best value there. I think they'll be the best players on my board. Jerry Penna, if you get CeeDee Lamb, you drop Cooper and keep Byron Jones. I'm wondering about Cooper's love of football. He looks checked out, but that might just be his demeanor. Cooper's complicated. The Raiders got rid of him for some reason. They were willing to move on from him for a single first-round pick for a reason. And I have questions about what he's like when things aren't going well. But I don't want to kill the guy. I don't know. He's a really good player. So if I got CeeDee Lamb, what I would do is I would have Amari Cooper tagged, and I'd trade him. That's what I would do. Because we got a salary cap crunch here we got to work around. If I could free that up and not have to give him $20 million, have CeeDee Lamb or Henry Ruggs or whoever doing that job for, what would you be doing that for, about an eighth of the salary? You could sign me up for that. And would I turn around and keep Byron Jones? Yes. Will they? Probably not. Hector, should the Cowboys pick the best player available at 17 or the position they need? I want to be very close to the best player available. That's why I picked Henry Ruggs in this mock draft. I either want to pick the best player available, which I did, or pick one of the best players available. I just don't want to reach down the board for a safety or a corner because it's a position of need. That's what I don't want to see them do. I don't want to see them reach for a pass rusher because it's at a position of need. Get as close as you can to the best player with it making sense for your roster. Chris Graham, C.J. Henderson's going to bust that 4.32 Florida corner and shoot up the ranks. K.J. Hill, Ohio State wide receiver, will be just as good as Terry McLaurin of the Washington Redskins, a steal. I really like K.J. Hill's tape. I love it. I think he's a redshirt senior, so he's an older prospect, but he's over 6 foot, and he's able to manipulate speeds and get separation. I'd love to have K.J. Hill in the slot in the 3rd or 4th round. Deshaun Parker, could you compare this year's top 3 safeties to last year's guys we passed up on, including the guy that went early to the Raiders last year? Who went early to the Raiders? I know Savage went in the 1st round, but if I'm comparing him to Taylor Rapp and Juan Thornhill, who had his 2nd-round grades, I'm a little higher on Delpit because I think his ceiling is really high. It's unfair because now we have the hindsight of having already seen those guys as rookies, and they both played really well. So do I think that either of these safeties are going to step in and play as well as Rapp and Thornhill did? I would guess no. But there's certainly a chance. McKinney's a nice, well-rounded player. He could have a Taylor Rapp-like season, and Delpit could have a Thornhill-type season. As prospects, I guess I was a little bit higher on McKinney and Delpit than I was on Taylor Rapp and Juan Thornhill. But, boy, if you told me I could pick either one of them right now in the 2nd round, I'd do it in a heartbeat. All right, in the comments, make sure you're leaving what you want to talk about tomorrow when I get one knocked out in the morning before I travel to Florida, going to Florida. Going to see the Mavs play the Heat in Miami and go see Amanda. You know what I'm saying? All right, that wink was not anything weird. I was reminded that I hadn't been winking in my last video and that I need to wink. Check 1053thefan.com every day. Listen to G-Bag Nation. Subscribe to the YouTube page. Turn on the notifications for crying out loud. Don't you miss a video. I love you, and I'll see you on the radio.